Can saying good game at the end of a match actually be bad manners? Well... Welcome you guys to Galadon Gaming and another episode of Clash Royale action. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Yeah, we're talking about some Clash Royale strategy here. Well, these guys are just absolutely steamrolling their opponents. First up is Sky from FA Emerald using, I'm envious right now, yes, the Electro Wizard, which I still don't own. I'm just glad the Battle Ram challenge not quite as hard as the Electro Wizard challenge was for me. Anyway, I'll let it go. Eventually it will show up in the shop and I'll buy it like every other dirty gemmer. So here we've got Sky, and he's controlling his opponent pretty well. Big push coming, a counter push rather, and he is going to shut it down with, speak of the devil, the Electro Wizard. That zap, that drop of the wizard, great when you can use it and not just use its stunning capability, but use it when he drops right into battle like Sky did right there. The Fireball also getting good value, takes out the Ice Wizard and the minions at the same time. Now his opponent is double pumping, so it looks kind of dangerous right now with two healthy pumps up and Sky not doing anything to try to damage either one. The opponent, kind of an unusual deck though. Here comes the Dragon. You'll notice he also has the Lava Hound in store, Skeleton Army, Barbarians, a little bit of everything. Here comes the Skarmy down to distract that Knight, and in comes the Giant from Sky with the archers safely protected in behind, and a Goblin Barrel out in front. That's going to get countered by the minions. Big confrontation on the tower. Another good value Fireball as Sky gets multiple targets with that Fireball, and those archers just get a couple of shots in. But the early trading and hit point damage is all in Sky's favor, as yes, neither tower has yet been touched. And Ponji there dropping the Lava Hound in the back corner like we see so very often. These level 11s going at it. Sky getting ready with everything he has to take down that big air target. He's got the Electro Wizard headed out. The archers, there's a tombstone to distract the Giant out in front, and that's going to keep other units from taking down his defensive units that are meant to take out the Lava Hound. Another great value Fireball. So you can really see right here the key to this battle so far has been those Fireballs. Every single time that Sky drops one, he is getting absolute maximum value out of them. And there, the Lava Hound pops, and somehow not a single Lava Pup ends up on Sky's tower. Ponji back to pumping Elixir, trying to put something together. Final 20 seconds. In comes the Giant, distracting the tower. The Goblin Barrel does the job right there, and that tower dangerously damaged right now. Sky again stopping the counter push. Again, everybody gets wiped out. Nobody touches the tower. We're going into overtime, but Sky has a big push moving forward. Another Goblin Barrel as he's got that Giant Goblin Barrel combination. That is absolutely key. The Giant gets the job done, and there it is. Not a single hit point off of Sky's towers in that entire battle. Untouched, unscathed, unbattered, and unbruised. We move on to Big Lou. Big Lou 348 after B-Ball Fan 14. Your mom, brah, is the name of the clan. And maybe Big Lou laughing at the name of the clan. Kind of a different one. But you'll see different decks here. B-Ball Fan's got the Sparky working at the top there. Now, obviously, it's one thing to hold off an opponent from destroying one of your towers. It's another completely when you can keep that opponent from getting a single hit point. Right here, you would think the Hog would get there. Nope, can't get through that crowd. Skeleton Army does a great job once again pulling double duty. That is starting to be a pattern that we're seeing emerging here, whether it's Fireballs or other groups of troops. Damaging more than one group of units, getting that maximum value. Yes, OJ, it's a positive elixir trade, and that is the key to success in any Clash Royale match, whether it's in a tournament, a challenge, or a trophy match. Right there, Big Lou drops down the furnace, keeps those archers off the tower. So at the time, none of these guys were really trying to make sure they didn't lose a single hit point, but sometimes, well, it just works out that way. Good use of the log right there. Might have been a little bit of overkill as the Fire Spirits were coming in behind that Royal Giant, that dirty Royal Giant, and check that out. With a minute 40 left, that left tower almost already history. And Big Lou with such a huge advantage right here. He can just sit back and relax. You'll notice he's got the lightning spell at the ready. Hog Rider coming in, going after that. There goes the tower, goes after the furnace. Lots of units coming through. Nobody got to the tower once again, even though his opponent went on the opposite lane. Again, the skeleton army did a great job of slowing down that Hog Rider, and it never got to the tower. So Big Lou still has the lightning spell in play. Never know when you might need it, but it doesn't look like he's going to need it here, as he's wiped out that left tower, and there's just about a minute left. Double elixir, but here comes Sparky. Big Lou's got to be ready to stop Sparky. In goes the furnace. That's going to help draw that charge out from time to time, which goes down to try to support Sparky, and a Hog Rider also. The lightning spell gets everybody, and once again, we're talking about, yes, the positive elixir trade. Great use of the lightning spell there. Waited for 3 different units to be down, and now neither player deploying anything. I have a feeling that B-Ball fan realizes he's up against it right here. Final 30 seconds. Big Lou drops the Royal Giant down the center. Once again, the skeleton army just decimates any sort of push. You would think maybe at least the Hog Rider is going to get one shot on this tower. No! Big Lou squeezes in the furnace. Hog Rider goes down. Final 10 seconds of this match, and Big Lou is going to end it with another perfect battle right there. Not a single hit point off of either tower. A dominating victory, and he almost gets that right tower down. Very nearly a 2-0 win, and there's the good game. Oh, it hurts. It just hurts when you say good game, and, well, everybody knows it really wasn't. All right, so we're going to pop into one more battle. This is from Bryce of Full Attack. And hey, let's have some music in the background this time because I didn't record the gameplay sounds. Sorry. Okay, so this time Bryce on the offense here, he's using the Lava Hound, the air deck, and right away that Lava Hound starts its way lumbering across the screen impossibly slowly. His opponent has chosen to elixir collect, and so that is going to leave Bryce with a decision. Tombstone or minions. He finally is going to go with the Tombstone first, and then he drops in the Mega Minion to try to support that Lava Hound. He was waiting to see what his opponent was going to do as far as a counter. So again, there was a great fireball that got damage on the tower, the Musketeer, and the Mega Minion. That is once again what we're talking about, getting maximum value out of any unit, any spell that you deploy in this game. The Musketeer, very dangerous if she's protected, but she is by herself and she's going to get one-shotted by that tower as the opponent going after the double elixir collectors. Now Bryce does go ahead and drop the miner in there to get some damage off that left collector just to make sure he's not in too big of an elixir deficit. It's always a good idea to either damage that elixir collector or pump some extra of your own just to make sure you don't fall too far behind. Now in comes the elite barbarians trying to get sneaky and get in there behind the giant, but another fireball doing a great job of just about taking out the elite barbs and damaging the giant at the same time. The left collector is the only one left, and yes, there is not a single hit point off of any of Bryce's towers yet either. Let's see if he can hold that off as he gets ready to drop another Lava Hound, getting close to double elixir. His opponent drops down the pump, so Bryce knows he can safely drop that Lava Hound without fearing a really big high elixir count push coming at one of his towers. So he's waiting. In lumbers that Lava Hound, slowly flapping away. Slowest flying object I've ever seen. All right, so the giant, you've got a Musketeer, you've got an Ice Golem down there to try to counter. Bryce throws in the Knight. That's going to, well, it's just going to kind of back things up and eventually get up to the giant. There's a fireball, does some damage to the giant, almost gets that Mega Minion down, but in comes a big counter, 2 giants at once, and the elite barbs, but Bryce has 2 tombstones and lots of little units. They are going to totally just overwhelm these larger units. The giants never get anywhere near that tower. Final 20 seconds. Bryce trying to put together a push. Minions get there. Another Lava Hound goes down. And despite the elixir advantage through this entire match, Bryce's opponent stuck on his heels, defending most of the way here as he tries to get something together. Lots of units down, lots of units crossing at the bridge right here. Another good value fireball, and the Lava Hound is on the tower, as are the Lava Pups. That is damage as we are into overtime. Lots of damage on that tower, under 1,000 hit points. Another endless stream of lava hounds are moving in. This time the Mega Minion is within range of the tower. That's not good. It is not going to get much damage on that lava hound. Bryce's hound, you know where it's going. Nothing to stop it, and it is on top of that tower one more time. The giant is going to peel off the Mega Minion and the minions, but a great fireball right there, the miner, the lava pups, and that is going to be the end of that tower and the end of the battle. Another perfect score without a single hit point off of either of Bryce's towers. All right, you guys, I am on the road right now, but the face cam is coming back again soon, so thank you guys so much for being a hashtag GalaFam member, for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing this channel with your friends. And until tomorrow, get out there and make every attack a full attack.